Virginia is a beautiful vacation destination, filled with historical attractions, sandy beaches and the Blue Ridge Mountains where visitors can spot an array of species of birds and land animals. The birthplace of 8 U.S. presidents, Virginia has a rich history and many well-preserved historical sites. Among the best places to visit in Virginia are several colonial cities with a rich history, such as Charlottesville and Williamsburg, and the state also has stupendous scenery to enjoy. But before we get started, please support us by subscribing and liking the channel. Number 1. Virginia Beach.
There is a wealth of things to do in Virginia Beach, and first and foremost is the beach itself. 3 different beaches and 14 miles of sandy shores give every visitor the beach vacation they desire, whether it's in the heart of the action or in a secluded cove. The 3-mile Virginia Beach Boardwalk is the place to be for walking, inline skating, and cycling. Along the way there are excellent outdoor restaurants, nautical statues, shopping, and 4 oceanfront stages featuring live entertainment. Virginia Beach offers amusement rides, golfing, sea kayaking, boat tours, and nightlife, and it's perfect for families, couples, and solo travelers. First Landing State Park commemorates the first English settlers, who came ashore in 1609. Back Bay National Wildlife Preserve connects visitors with nature and offers the chance to see wild horses, feral pigs, loggerhead turtles, and bald eagles in their natural habitat.
Number 2. Roanoke.
Roanoke is nestled in the Roanoke Valley of the Blue Ridge Mountains and can easily be accessed from the Blue Ridge Parkway. For nearly 2 centuries, Roanoke has played an important role as a transportation hub for passengers and for the coal mining industry in Virginia and West Virginia. Visitors can explore the city's railway heritage with a visit to the Virginia Museum of Transportation, which has a splendid collection of steam locomotives. Most visitors take a trip to the summit of Mill Mountain to take a close look at the 88-foot man-made star, the world's largest, which sits atop it, and to admire the view of the city and the surrounding mountains. Mill Mountain has a beautifully landscaped park, a zoo, and hiking trails, and it is a perfect family destination.
Number 3. Norfolk.
Known for being home to the largest naval base in the world, the city of Norfolk has much more to it. World-class museums and pretty parks are found along its winding waterfront. Set in the southeast of the state, it lies at the heart of a major metropolitan area and is surrounded by the cities of Chesapeake, Portsmouth and Virginia Beach. As the city is located on the banks of the Chesapeake Bay and the Elizabeth River, its history has been shaped by its relationship to the waters around it. Once considered a raucous and rowdy port town, it now sports several sparkling state-of-the-art museums. Additionally, there are some phenomenal performing arts centers with exciting entertainment options as well as the wonderful waterfront district and captivating Chrysler Museum of Art. Visitors can stop by Nauticus, a marvelous maritime center which hosts the incredible USS Wisconsin. With historic homes dotted about and beautiful beaches to enjoy, Norfolk certainly has a lot going for it.
Number 4. Abingdon. It is not difficult to find historical sites in Abingdon, Virginia. The entire town, from its outskirts to its brick-paved sidewalks downtown, are a National Historic Landmark and full of historic connections. Visitors can see how poverty-stricken people lived until the mid-20th century at the Erie Cabin, an old Appalachian homestead, or visit a living history museum, the Fairview Historic Homestead, to discover firsthand how immigrants lived in their new land. The Sinking Spring Cemetery has graves dating back to 1776. Around town are fine places to walk, the Virginia Creeper Trail and the Appalachian Trail. In town, the center of arts and culture is the Barter Theater, which has been in use since 1933 and has hosted actors such as Gregory Peck, Hume Cronyn, and Ernest Borgnine. Number 5. Williamsburg.
Williamsburg will always be associated with America's colonial history and is home to some of the best tourist attractions in Virginia. Founded in 1632 as a fortified settlement between the James and the York Rivers, Williamsburg was the capital of the colony of Virginia from 1699 to 1780. Colonial Williamsburg and historic Jamestown are hugely popular open-air museums stretching for several city blocks. They feature restored buildings from the 17th, 18th, and 19th century, and are staffed by historical reenactors dressed in period costume. The highlight of Colonial Williamsburg is the Governor's Palace, a stately structure that was the residence of two of Virginia colony's early governors. There is also a lot of excitement to be found in the Williamsburg area. Busch Gardens has thrill rides, notably roller coasters, and lots of fun rides for smaller children, while Water Country USA has exciting slides, a wave pool, and a lazy river, and it is the perfect place for a day with the kids.
Number 6. Charlottesville.
Consistently ranked one of the best places to live in the States, the charming college town of Charlottesville is just as picturesque to visit as a tourist. Known for its wealth of interesting historic sites, it acts as a major cultural center for the region. It's also home to the prestigious University of Virginia and its pretty campus. As well as boasting beautiful buildings and arresting architecture, the small city has historic homes of two U.S. presidents for you to tour. While the former residence of James Monroe is quite modest, Thomas Jefferson's majestic Monticello plantation has gorgeous grounds and gardens to wander. It was the latter two who founded the University of Virginia and designed many of its grand Greek and Roman-style buildings. Its remarkable rotunda is one of the city's standout sights. Thanks to its sizable student population, Charlottesville has a lively, youthful and cultured feel to it. Its quaint countryside surroundings are also dotted with wonderful wineries. Number 7. Richmond.
One of the oldest cities in the States, Richmond has been the capital of Virginia since 1780. It is awash with interesting and impressive historic sites, many of them relating to the role it played in the American Civil War. Set on the banks of the James River, its scenic streets have astounding antebellum architecture for you to enjoy, with magnificent monuments, museums and memorials dotted about. Must-see sites include its centuries-old state capitol and the sensational St. John's Church. Here Patrick Henry famously gave his "Give me liberty or give me death" speech during the Revolutionary War. Besides exploring its array of American Civil War sites, visitors can also stop by one of its craft breweries or live music venues. With lovely riverside walks, and even white water rafting to be had on the James River, Richmond is certainly not stuck in the past. It has a wealth of fun and exciting things for you to see and do. Number 8. Arlington. Situated across the Potomac River from Washington, D.C. is the densely populated county of Arlington. Made up of endless urban sprawl and picturesque parks along its winding riverfront, it is home to the Pentagon and the Arlington National Cemetery. Established during the American Civil War, it is in the Arlington National Cemetery that many of the most famous figures from the United States history are buried. As well as the grave of President John F. Kennedy, the most visited sites in the cemetery include the tomb of the unknown soldier and the Iwo Jima Memorial. Besides being moving monuments to those who lost their lives, these memorials are amongst the state's most renowned and visited landmarks. In the cemetery, you can find the attractive Arlington House, while the imposing Pentagon can be spied just outside it. Visitors need to book in advance if they want to take an informative and engaging tour around the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense. Number 9. Alexandria. Alexandria, Virginia is the place that George Washington called home. The Old Town Historic District, with its traditional cobblestone streets, is a hive of activity. There are historic buildings, art galleries, antique shops, and restaurants, all set against the backdrop of the Potomac River. The center of the district is Market Square, which has been operating since 1753 and was once the site of the second largest slave market in the United States. You can follow George Washington by visiting his favorite pub, Gadsby's Tavern, checking out the pharmacy where he and Martha shopped, or viewing his pew at Christ Church. The Torpedo Factory Art Center, which was an actual torpedo factory in World War II, is now a creative space for over 80 artists, and visitors can watch them as they create modern masterpieces. Number 10. Shenandoah National Park.
Nestled in the north of the state is the stunning Shenandoah National Park, sure to delight nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Home to spectacular scenery and nature, it is a treat to explore with epic hiking and views. Protected and preserved since 1935, its vast forests cover part of the rugged Blue Ridge Mountains, looking out over both the Shenandoah Valley and the winding river down below. Weaving along the ridge of the narrow park is the delightful Skyline Drive, stretching 169 kilometers in length and featuring some phenomenal viewpoints. The picturesque park also has scenic trails to hike, mountain bike or horseback ride, with the Appalachian Trail being the most famous of the lot. With fantastic fishing, camping and wildlife watching also on offer, Shenandoah is one of the best national parks in the country.